it's Giggy. Welcome to episode 4 of Folktail Falls. Last episode, we ended up finally building the power wheels so that we can keep production going during a drought. We also added a couple more lumber mills because we need more and more planks so that we continue building, as well as our gear shop is going to consume quite a bit of planks. We added our builder's hut, and right now we have 4 employed, which is great. That means that we can reallocate them to other jobs that are of more importance. We added some campfires over here so that our beavers have some R&R time. And we added our contemplation spots. That way the beavers can take their time to contemplate. This episode we're going to focus on completing some of our work in progress buildings that we started last episode. We need to finish our grist mill. That way we can get our wheat flour so that we can finally start baking some bread over here. And it looks like the beavers are still finishing up our floodgates. Those should hopefully be done this episode as well. And let's make sure... yeah, those are all down. Okay, that'll end up leveling out. Looks like we should probably open these up here. We've got a lot of trees that just sprouted, and I want to make sure that we get those. We don't need this one right now because we have no trees over here. Oh yeah, last episode we also added our scavenger flag. So right now we are currently scavenging for scrap metal, and we'll probably work on figuring out how we're going to set up this smelter location, even though it's against my better judgment because the windmills do not always work. We do have the science, we have a decent amount of planks, and that might be our best course right now. So let's see if we can add some windmills over here, and it's just so that we can have that smelter going. And let's get the 3-way. Oop, wrong button. There we go. And then we can have this added over this way. There we go. That way we can, if these actually end up working, which I've had more bad luck than good luck with the windmills, but if they end up working, or when they choose to, at least we can end up getting some of our metal economy start growing here. Let me double check. I think, yes, okay. I thought at the end of last episode I made sure to turn the water pumps back on, but I just always like to double check. I don't want to miss out on getting the water when we can. Alright, let's speed up through the evening. I also wanted to check, I put the hauler's post. Alright, I wanted to make sure it wasn't of the lowest priority. Because the berries are absolutely, hands down, the lowest priority. Alright, it looks like everything else is coming together pretty well. Trying to think, what is the next project going to be? I think for now we're pretty much just waiting on the beavers to make more planks and things like that, so that eventually I would very much like to have the where is it? The bad water pumps. But we need that metal smelting first. But if we could have some bad water pumps, because the ultimate goal is to end up building our dynamite. So we'll work on getting some more science and everything else to prepare us for that, because my goal is to dynamite this completely flat, and then that way we can end up putting some windmills over here for a new power location, because this area during bad tides it doesn't work at all. So if we can end up moving our power wheels over here, then we can end up using the levees to build up on this, and then we can end up doing gravity batteries on top. So we can have a whole power production right here, and then re-landscape some of this to end up moving all of our gear shop, our lumber mill, and so forth all in this area and have it in a central location. Alright, it looks like they've almost completed all of this, which is great. And then they had this completed. Let's make sure that this is all closed. And then I want to end up deleting these because we won't need those anymore. And then that way, if we get a bad tide, we can have the water go in this direction instead of having the bad water come and mess up all of our progress that we have made here with our crops and our trees and everything else. How are y'all coming on that gristmill? We need 1 gear. Come on. You can do it. I have faith in you. We are so close to our gristmill. And then we could finally have that bakery open. And then we've got the windmills. That's great. Now we're just waiting on more gears for this. But the gristmill is definitely the priority, which it's finally made. I'm so excited. Alright. So that's good because then we can finally use up our wheat because we have a pretty good amount stored up right now. 316. So that'll be perfect for that. And then once we get... Oh, they're actually... Once we get a decent amount of the wheat flour, which I think I stored, yes, here, then we can end up opening up our bakery. I think we'll just do that right now. And yeah, the priority is set to what I want it. All right, mission accomplished on that. And I think it is time to add some more wood storage. It would seem that we have an influx of wood, which is amazing. I think we'll just put you right here and add some more wood. Make that a priority. And I'm depending, let's see, this gives 110. Okay, so we got 220 that it gives. And this ends up taking 200. Alright. We might end up... See how these just end up not working? They work and they don't work. They pick and choose. It's absolutely insane to me of how wonky that they are. But at least it's something. What building is unconnected? Oh. Alright. That's fine because they still need to finish adding in this. And once they do, then we can finally get rid of this farmhouse completely. We have one worker that doesn't have a job. I can help you out with that. We'll put you over here. Alright, it looks like we're finally making some bread, which is great. That increases our well-being. Let's see how we're doing on that, by the way. We could use some more wet fur. They're definitely not getting wet enough, and bread will increase. We've got the campfire. Probably end up working on doing some other food options as well. Let's see, if we added another grill. Let me slow this down a little bit. Where's my... Let's see, because we could also do some chestnuts. If I end up building you right there, we don't need it built right now because it's going to take a while, but I know I planted some chestnut trees. Where are you? There we go. So if I mark those to no longer be cut, let's make sure I nope, those were maple. Undo. Wish there was an undo button on this. Should be these ones then. Yeah, these are chestnuts. That way, once those are fully grown, it'll still take 8 days, but then we can go ahead and get chestnuts and grill those up right away. Then we'll probably have to figure out where we want to store those. I might end up doing... Let's see, we've got bread right there. That's good. Where would I want to put the chestnuts? Because we do want spots for bread. I've got a ton of other things. I do want this still built, but we're waiting on more planks, as always. The name of the game, waiting for planks. How are y'all coming along on the smelter over here? We still need 12 gears and a bunch of planks. So again, the plank problem. Definitely don't have a wood problem, but we need more planks. My thought is, since we have an absolute abundance of trees right now, which I'm very happy about, I think what we might end up doing is getting rid of these trees right here. Make that a priority to get rid of these. I think we're going to end up having to add more lumber mills. We have a ton of logs, and we might as well use that to our benefit right now. Especially while the water is moving and we've got the power to do it. Oh, nice. We just increased up to 11. They really like their bread. Alright, well that's good. We'll see what else we can work on. Again, we only need the 15 to unlock the iron teeth, so we are 4 away. So before we know it, this series will be over unless in the comments you guys put that you want me to continue playing this. Otherwise, we will move on to another series. So again, just let me know if you want me to play it. I am more than happy to do so. Oh, it looks like we finally got our hauling post built. Alright, we don't need that many in there. Let's rectify that real quick. There's other jobs for you to be doing, but now that we have that going, that'll be nice. Let's make sure that we have these prioritized. That way they can continue working. And I also want these prioritized. Those are most important. And I also do not need this now. That was completely built, so we can get rid of that. And you are on planning, which is perfect. And we'll have you on harvesting. And then I think we'll end up adding some more carrots. If I can find where the food, it says food, but that's not where planning is. Ay. Okay. Everything's fine. Crops. Plant crops. There we go. And let's put you... I don't know if we can even grow them. We'll try it. Okay, it looks like they'll actually go, and it's watered and healthy. Perfect. So that fills all that in nicely. We have that on that side. Alright. And then we can always decide what we want to end up putting there. We could put some more small storages. That would be an option. Let's take... Ooh, good. They're removing these. Come on, beavers. Watch them work. They're just so efficient. I love how quickly they get this done, especially when you're fast forwarding. Let's even put it on triple speed. Look at that. Loving it. Alright. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now let's end up building another lumber mill right here. And just for good measure, let's build 3 more because we can. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put a connection piece there. There we go. And actually, let's put it this way because I'll want to make sure that I can end up connecting it that way eventually. And then, let's see, this is getting done. And then we'll end up getting more planks built. I Everything is coming together nicely. Alright, let's see what else. This is all finished. We don't need money over here right now because there's only one tree to cut down, so let's take you off and then you can do other things. And everything else is coming around. Now we're still waiting on this, but it looks like they have all the supplies, so we're just waiting for that to be built. Then we can finally start smelting our metal. Yeah. Progress is being made. Even though it is against my better judgment, I'm thinking what we could end up doing right here. Let's see. If I added some power shafts here. Let's see how I'd want to end up doing this. Can we go... Actually, I think right... yep, nope, that doesn't work. No, it does work. JK. Alright. Let's get... And then the other way I would want going like that. So glad that they can actually reach that. That is perfect. Let me actually slow this down a little bit here. My thought is, if we end up getting some windmills right here. Now, again, it's against my better judgment because they are so finicky. But even if they work a little bit of the time, it'll help during our droughts. I just don't know how many I want to build. Let's see, we definitely have the wood supplies. We're going to have the planks, so I wonder if I end up... Only thing is, they can build them right here, which is great. Yep, let's just do that. We don't need a ton of them right now. We can end up... Oh, I wish you would fit. Why don't you fit? Probably because of the ground being in the way right there. That is frustrating. Alright, so if we did move it up, I like that they can just build them right there though, and this gives us a decent amount to at least keep our planks going. I think that's fine for now. It doesn't need to be perfect. I just want to make sure things keep moving and then at least the beavers can reach it right there. And let's see what else. Ooh, nice. They ended up clearing that out, so that's perfect. And our water's holding back. Good. Now we are prepared if a bad tide comes our way. And we finally finished our smelter, which is great. Now we will go ahead and get some metal blocks going. And I will want to add storage for our metal blocks. Let's add that right there. There we go. Might end up... I mean, it only takes wood. We have enough wood. This is why it's so important in the beginning to focus on planting as many trees as possible. You don't have to go overboard, but you want a decent amount of trees. Right now we have almost 1,000 trees and new ones are coming up all the time. That way you can continue to build and build and build and not have to slow down progress. The only thing is our planks, which it seems we have recently solved that problem, which is great. And I think now that we have the hauler post actually built, I did want to end up getting some water put over here as well. That way all of this area can end up turning green because we have some unused space for the forester right now. And let's see, what do we have? Where is our fluid dump? 250, we've got the science. Let's see, we could actually build you right there. And then we don't need that built just yet, but we will want more, we will want some water storage over here. So then that way, this can end up let me prioritize or I can't prioritize by the haulers till it's officially built. But we'll want to prioritize by the haulers. One, because then these people will have some water that's close, especially over here. Our smelter and our scavenger flag beavers right now have to go all this way to get some water. So this will help benefit anybody working over on this side. But this way they can just pull the water from this medium tank instead of having to go all the way over here to grab the water. So once that is built, and let's actually prioritize. No. JK, this is a priority. Let's get these finished. And then once those are done, then we can go ahead and focus on this. So I'll just move that to that priority. And I do want some, let's see, how full are you already? It's taking you forever. We're in no hurry with having storage for that. Alright, let's see what else do we need to focus on right now. Oh, it looks like our trees finally came in. So now we're just waiting the 8 days for us to have chestnuts. And then we'll have to have gathering flags over here to collect. So let's build that before I forget. Let's see. Gathering flag. And you can fit nicely right there. And that's not a huge priority right now because it's still going to take, what did I say? 8 days? Yeah. So not dire, but eventually would like to get that done. See, look at this. It's just, you know, it decided to work for now anyways, which is great, but we'll see how that keeps up. And these completely died. Not moving whatsoever. Quite annoying, just saying. Now I would like to get up here eventually as well, but we're going to unfortunately need the dynamite first, because then we can end up having the water trickle through this way. It's just gonna take some time. We gotta be patient and work with what we got. Alright, they're working on our medium tank here, which is good. Once that's completely built, then we can end up having some water added in here, which will at least expand our green area. And yep, right now the windmills, just not at all. No power whatsoever. It's amazing. Gotta love it. Let's see, how are we doing on power anyways? Let's see, these are supplying way more than the demand, which is absolutely amazing. So far we're doing good with just the 4 wheels. So that's nice. If the windmills, you know, want to work at all, that'd be great, but it is what it is. So unfortunately our production is slowed down because the windmills said, nope, not right now. I don't feel like working. I'm actually wondering, I hate to do this again, but if I get another, let me pause, or not, yeah, let me take a moment before we build this. Let's see. I hate to add another beaver and a wheel, but we might have no other option. Because the way this works, do I want to... I don't want to put it on the other side because... Let's see. Could end up going down to go back up, which is not really ideal. Well, we might just end up having to do that. That's fine. Because we have the ladder right here, so all we need is one ladder to go down. We already have the ladder to go up. And then that way we can continue production going because they're completely stopped due to the lack of our windmills actually operating. That is one thing that I really love about the Iron Teeth is that they have the big power wheel where you can hold 3 beavers on it, and honestly you don't need anything aside from that until way later, where then just wood, which we have a ton of, you can end up building power plants that you feed the wood into, and keep going. They never stop. The Folktails, unfortunately, don't get that benefit. So we got to deal with these little power wheels giving us 50. And unfortunately, this needs 200, but at least it'll be some production. And as I like to say, some progress is better than no progress at all. Alright, now that we have some of our metal actually somewhat being smelted, depending, let's see. This needs to be of high priority. We have enough wood, and I need that built sooner than later so that we can keep up with production. I also want to start working on getting our bad water collected. We have enough science, so let's see here. Need our bad water pump. And I think those will end up fitting very nicely. Yes, they do. Alright, we'll just do 2 for now. But I can have these set up so that I know I want them. And we'll just pause you. I want that one built. And let's get a path leading up to it. Let's see. I also... You know what? We might... Yeah, we got enough sites. That's the beauty of just researching, although I probably don't actually need that right now. It's not that we won't need it eventually, though. I thought it was up higher. My bad. That's alright. Mistakes were made. Moving on. But we will need to use it eventually. And then the nice part is this can end up fitting right here, and that can be for our bad water storage. Get that all set up nicely, and they'll work on that. Let's see, I want this is still a higher priority though, so hopefully they finish that one first. And this building isn't connected. Well, that's because I didn't build a path. Thank you for letting me know. Problem solved. It is now connected. Alright, and magically the windmills want to start working now that we have a beaver wheel, but I'm okay with that because now we actually are getting 100% power intake, which is perfect to finally get some of these metal blocks going. It's all coming together. It looks like we have a few more trees that have popped up over here, so let's open up our lumberjack flags and get that going. And how's our chestnuts? We're not even close, so for now let's pause you all together because you're not doing anything productive over there. And everything else, we've got a decent amount of bread. I think the next thing I very much want to work on is probably building our aquatic farmhouse. That will not only help with our well-being by adding more food options. It only costs 150 science, so I think that'd be a great thing to end up building. Let's see, how do we want to set you up? I'd like more water storage there. I guess we could do the up-down again, and then the beaver ends up, because we'll have to have that anyways. That'll work. And then we'll build you a path right there. Then we can end up planting some of our other crops, which will be nice. Let's see here. Let's slow this down while we plan out what types of crops that we want to end up doing. We've got cattail and spader, or spatter. Whatever, tomato. And let's see, where do you line up? You don't yet, because right now I can't tell with the stairs. Let's see, those will be almost built. Let's just fast forward so they are. Okay, there we go. And yeah, I'm aware nothing's in range. I needed to see what the range looked like first. Okay, so we could actually end up having this go from there to there. And then we'll have some nice pretty little rows going for us. And this will be a great start to acquire some more food to continue increasing our well-being. I also think I totally forgot that I had even placed those stairs, but I think let's get those built as well. That way they can get up and down here very nicely. And let's finish planning these. Let's see, what did I leave off on? Spider dock. Alright. So we'll add you, and let's move it around a little bit so I can see. We'll finish you off there. And this, oh, I could have just, oh well. It works. No, I didn't want that to be Spatterdock. That needs to be, there we go, change you back. It just looks prettier that way. Alright. That is completely added, so that'll give us more food options, and this will definitely keep these beavers busy for a while planting all of those. And in preparation, let's see, we will have, okay, so right now our flower is completely full. Okay, we have some room over here, that's good. But in preparation for the plants, even though that's going to take a while to grow, we will end up wanting to figure out how we want to, do I want a second bakery is what I'm trying to figure out. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm just wondering with my layout here. We keep losing storage, which I'm pretty sad-faced about, but, you know, it is what it is. That's why we never actually completed building them, so that way we can easily get rid of them. Let's build a bakery going this way. We can then have our path going across, and then we can end up adding more grills. Let's add right there and right there. We're gonna have so much food production we won't know what to do with it. But that makes it nice. Now, let's see. Do I want... Don't need all of these built just yet. I think we'll end up pausing these ones. And unpausing that one. That way that one can be built. And let's see, how are these coming along? We still got a while for that. So really I don't actually need another grill yet going because we don't have enough potatoes to really keep up. But we have it all lined out nicely and set up when we want it, which is nice. And then I'm thinking over here, let's see. We do have enough planks now to at least build one of these. And I think this is going to end up being our grilled potatoes. That way we can store those up. How are they coming along? Okay, so we actually have a decent amount of water over here now. So let's open up our fluid dump. And then we can fill all of this in the time being. Let's unpause that so we can get these trees cut real quick. Did anybody actually move into it? Yes. Okay, good. Alright, looks like we have 45 beavers right now. That's a good amount. And we have a 1.5k of food, so I'm thinking it is also time to open up another house and get some more beavers. It's a good time to expand our beaver population. And how are you coming with the smelting? You're trying with the lack of our windmills once again. That's alright. It's okay. We just do what we can when we can. Alright, let's take a look at what else we're working on. That's all finished. You guys are currently planning that over here, which is great. yeah, right now we'll just speed up some time. We just need some things to fully grow and continue building, increasing our science. I do want that done sooner than later. Thank you. And yeah. I never thought I would see this moment, but our plank storage is almost full, so let's go ahead and build another plank storage. I do very much want the underground pile, but I don't want to use all of our planks for that right now. These can fit nicely here. So let's build another plank and one more plank. That way if we can get those filled up, that will be a great step in the right direction. Oh, and we have a start of another drought. So what I'm thinking is we're actually going to pause that for now. We have plans for that, but with the drought coming, we might as well just store up all of our water, and this is going to take forever to fill anyways. We're not in a hurry for that because we have a ton of trees that are currently growing. It's just a project that will be important later. Alright, let's see here. You're doing great over there. Let's finish up this project. Although we're about to have a drought, so that's not really of priority either. Because pretty soon this water is going to completely disappear. And let's see here. I wonder... I think it might be a good idea as well to add an additional water tank over here. That way, and I don't know if I actually want these built or not. We might end up... Yeah, I think we'll just get rid of those. We're never gonna build those. Eventually, if we could get rid of these, then we can end up putting more crops there, which would be nice. Let's see, do we not have any storage for gears? This is an absolute catastrophe. I just realized that we have no storage for gears. Alright, well that needs to be rectified. Let's build medium warehouse. Let's see. Put you right there. And where are my gears? There we go. And this is very high priority because that's not even working if we don't have any place to store the surplus. And I still need these built too. I don't know what you guys were working on, but these need to get done, please. Thank you. And now that we are actually able to make our metal blocks, I think let's go ahead and unpause that one, because we're going to need more scrap metal being gathered. That's looking good over there. Yeah, we're in a very good place right now. Not a whole lot of things that we have to do, more so what we want to, which that's when this game becomes the most fun. You've tackled enough water, you have enough wood economy going, you've got the food storage, you just keep adding more and more beavers, and now it's the fun time. You could build different projects. It depends how elaborate you want to get into it, but as long as you start off with making all the things in the beginning, then it makes the middle to end game that much easier. Alright, I think since we have enough planks and logs right now, let's unpause these as well and get those built. This one is going to end up being for... Where is my... There's bread. We will also have carrots go in this one. And let's see, what else would be a priority? We don't really need one for potatoes because we grill those. I think... Oh! And our drought ended. Let's slow this down. Or, drought started. Ah, that was funny. Alright, I think this one we can end up probably doing... Do we want cattail crackers, or we could do the grilled chestnuts? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, but I think the chestnuts will probably take... okay, just make a decision. We're just going to do cattail crackers for now. And we can always end up building more storage, which we will need to anyways. This can be paused because right now, I completely forgot with our drought. We need to not only pause that, and we have enough water, so let's just go ahead and pause all of them. But I did very much want to keep all of our water in here for as long as possible. Ay, ay, ay. Doing too much. Not paying attention. Alright. All of those are good? Yes. Alright. Now we are all set. Let's focus on our food situation over there. Alright, how are we doing over here? Because this right now doesn't make sense to be doing all what we're doing. Let's see, I do want gears going, but we don't need... There's absolutely no way that we are getting enough power. So let's pause some of these. We have a good amount going now. And I think just to run what we're doing, that should be okay. It's not going to be running very fast, but at least it's somewhat moving. Let's see. Yeah, power input, not great. Alright, it could be worse. And let's see. Are those not selected over there? Let's just double check. No, those trees are selected. Are they not fully grown? They are. What are you doing? Oh, you can't reach that one. That's very interesting. Alright, well this one you should be able to. So once those are gone, then we can take you off of there. Not even going to mention what the problem is right here, but it is what it is. Maybe they'll start working again shortly. That would be very nice. Alright, let's see how we're coming over here, because it looks like our bad water was already capped. So we want this built before we start going again, so we need more gears. And right now, you're not able to go very fast without the power. It is what it is at this point. These plants are coming along. Everything else is looking alright. How about our chestnut trees? Alright, a few days, those will be ready for us to finally pluck those. So what I'm thinking is we will end up unpausing you then in preparation for getting our grilled chestnuts going. And yeah, I think we're doing all right. Let's focus on doing some more well-being. I did want to add in rooftop terraces. And let's see, we should have... Oh, nope, if I could find it. There it is. How do I want to end up doing this now? I think if we end up placing right here, here, and here, then we can end up utilizing... Oh, we can't actually put them up there, or over these. That is sad. How can I get away with... Alright, well let's try a different plan. What if I did... let's see. This here, this here, this here. Slow it down a little bit, otherwise they're gonna go guns a-go-go on this. If we then have stairs going this way, I then can have this going across here. Can have this going out. Whoop, that was way too many. Or was it? Actually, let's see. I'd want this to go... Hold on. How do I want to have this go? Ah! Now we're just having all kinds. It's just, this is ridiculous. Let's see. Yeah, I do want it coming out that way. We'll have to get rid of this, which is fine. I don't need that anymore, and we have more than enough berries. Let's see. Then I'd want stairs going this way and going that way. And then, even though I planted these crops, we don't really need them, so we can get rid of those. And get rid of those, and then that way we can have a path going right there. That will work out nicely, and then we can end up doing it to the other side as well. I think that'll look really cool. We can have that on top. Yeah, alright, that works out. I'm very happy with that design. Just need those gone. Let me mark that as a priority so I can remember to do this before I forget. Come on, please remove as quick as possible. Thank you very much. Man, it takes a while to remove some crops. Just saying. Alright, there. And then, ooh, that looks really nice with that too. Look how all that turned out. And we can add our paths. Alright. And then we can end up adding on that side. Because on these roofs, I have an idea of doing the, where is it? Let's see, the rooftops. I very much want to do those, I think. Is that the one I want to do? Yes. This will then finish that area off nicely right there. And then we can add, I always get confused which ones. Yep. Finish that too. Alright, can you reach there? Yes, you can. Nice. And then we can have those going on that side. And that'll all add to our well-being, which is the name of this game. We want to make these beavers happy so that they work harder and accomplish all the tasks that we have set in place for them. Let's see if we're any closer to our chest. Yes, we are. Alright, now we can unpause you, and this has now become the top priority. Because once those are gathered, I want to go ahead and get that done right away. Let's see, what did we put in there? Alright, so we got grilled potatoes here. That is bread. This one's bread, so we're waiting on that one. Let's put that one as a priority, because I'd like to move some of this stuff. And I need to now figure out, yeah, this no longer needs to be bread. This can be our... Where is that one? Nope. I will find it, don't you worry. There it is, our grilled chestnuts. That way we have a place to put them. And everything else is looking good over here since we have... yeah, we have the grilled potatoes. I'm thinking let's go ahead and get rid of that one. And we can use that for different storage. We're just waiting on our carrots and bread storage to be completed. Let's also take a look and see how you guys are doing over here. Alright, everything's planted, which is good. We're just waiting for those to fully grow. Alright, doing good? Yeah, you deserve to just hang out and chill for a little while. You worked hard planning all of these. Oh, okay, bye. Wasn't like I was talking to you or anything. It's kind of rude, just saying. Okay, good. We did finish. Oh, yep. We got our well-being up to 12 now. And what I was about to say is that we did end up finishing our bad water, which is great. So once this tide ends, we get a worker back in our bad water pump and continue to increase our bad water. Because the next thing, as soon as we can, I very much want to get some dynamite. There's a lot of re-landscaping that I want to do over here. Several places, honestly. Most importantly here, so that we can get our power going. But it'd be nice to also flatten some of this area as well and expand over here. Maybe change the layout a bit. It will all happen in due time. Alright, now we got grilled chestnuts going. That is awesome. Yeah, everything's coming around. I don't need many of you here right now because there's no trees. Need you all over here. What are you doing? Just chilling? Is it nappy poo-poo time? What is happening? Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's undo you. I'm not sure why you're not... Oh, was it like break 30 or something? I don't know. Where are you? You're supposed to be cutting down trees. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not cutting down trees, or at least I don't see you cutting down trees. Okay. And just because... Yep. I just wanted to make sure I do have all of these trees marked. Oh, I think he's finally going to cut down trees. Alright. He had to think about what his job was again, I guess. Alright, we got some metal blocks going, and our windmills decided to start moving again, which is great. Alright, looking good. Since that's the case, I think I'm going to end up getting some more planks going because we've been using quite a bit of them. Since we have a decent amount of power right now, let's open up at least one more for now. Alright, we got a lot of projects that we're currently working on again, which is always a good time, especially once they're completed. Let's see, you're still working on... Oh, I forgot to select the water again. You haven't even started on that. Alright, I think we're good on projects for now, of what I need you guys to work on priority-wise. And I think since... I mean, we're not super low on water, but just so that I don't forget to unpause these, this water will not dry out within less than a day. So I think we are okay to go ahead and open those back up. I just realized probably why that beaver is just sitting there is because our wood storage is dang near at capacity again. So let's actually change these to logs for now. That way we can keep cutting down these trees. And then once we can get all of the lumber mills going again, then we can change it back to planks once we deplete some of our wood storage. Alright, what buildings lack workers? I'm fine with that. And I'm fine with that. I'm not necessarily fine with that anymore. I would like to have at least... Let's change that priority. And we can take... Let's see, those... Oh, we got trees coming up over there too. Alright, well, that's a problem for the next episode. Let's... we got through another drought. Let's make sure that we have all of these unpaused so that I don't forget at the start of next episode. Oh, and I'm noticing real quick what... oh! I didn't even realize that they built our second bakery yet. Alright, well, let's see. We'll do cattail crackers, but those aren't done yet, so we'll pause it. At least it'll be set up. This has been a very productive video. We finally finished building our floodgates, and which I want to make sure that we end up opening up while I'm thinking of that as well. So let me do that. It's just good to go around and check, make sure everything's where it needs to be. We also added a second grill because now we're going to have our grilled chestnuts very shortly. We built a second bakery, but for now we're just going to keep that on pause until it's needed because first we need to have our crops actually fully grow. And we have the aquatic farmhouse now. Let's see what else. Ooh, we also added a bad water pump, which let me unpause that. They can't work right away till the water comes back in, but I don't want to forget. And then we added a medium tank to hold the bad water over here. We've got a whole design going on where we can finally have rooftop terraces, and then we added some roofs over here to continue increasing our well-being. And now we are officially smelting the metal, so Yeah, this was very productive, and we didn't get this quite start going yet. We want to have more water stockpiled before we start, because this is going to take a lot of water to fill. But I look forward to doing all of that in the next episode. Thank you for hanging out with me. And if you're enjoying this series, please take a moment to like and subscribe. I would love to hear from you, so please leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on the windmill. Is it frustrating to you as well that most times they don't actually help at all in power production? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and see you soon.